everybody, and welcome to the session of Staffing Up SDEs, Recruiting, Hiring, and Managing a Team. Today, our guest speaker is Maria Davila, a mother of Erica, who has intellectual developmental disabilities, but who also lives a very rich and meaningful life in her community. Today, we hope you walk away with helpful information to start building a team of SDEs to support either you or someone that you care for. Welcome, Maria.
Thank you, Christine. Erica is 36 years old. She's developmentally delayed. Erica is nonverbal. She needs supervision 100% of the time at home and in the community. Erica needs total care in all activities of daily living. Erica has some limited physical disabilities. She is ambulatory, but she walks very slowly. At home, she walks independently. She ambulates the house independently. But in the community, when she's out the door, she needs to be held by hand just to avoid tripping and falling. Erica is very social. She's a good-natured woman. She walks life happily. She's just beautiful. She's just beautiful. On her on her days, Erica attends an adult day program 3 days a week, where she socializes with her peers. And the other 4 days, she's out in the community doing activities of her interest with the team of these great women that take such good care of her. I guess I can talk now about how long Erica has been doing self-direction, Christine. Erica has been doing self-direction since age 21, so that's 15 years ago. Throughout all these years, we have had wonderful women that they had given Erica not only so much love and respect, but also such great care, such wonderful support, and had worked with her towards her becoming independent, more independent every day. Since she started self-direction, her staff had lasted between 5 to 10 years working with Erica. They leave because they either finish college and they go on with their careers, or they had babies, or their children had to be taken to school early in the morning. Like they are not available anymore for the hours that are needed with Erica. But they always come back. They keep being part of our family. They bring their babies. They call often asking about how is Erica doing. And, we just understand that they have to leave and life goes on. Presently, Erica has a staff of 7 women. They have been here between 4 and 9 years so far. They all have other jobs, other full-time jobs. This is a part-time for them, and they work a daily set schedule. So we all know who is coming. They work between them very, very, very well about if they need to take some time off or change or switch their schedule time. They cover one another. They are a great team. They are a great team. So how do I find DSPs to work with Erica? It's really a work of a word of mouth. How I mainly had fired all these great women through the years. As a college student brings another college student. I love college students because they are full of energy, and especially they are special education students, which Erica has been so lucky in have few of them working with her. A mother brings a daughter, or a daughter brings a mother, brings a sister-in-law, a staff brings a friend of a friend, but there is always a good word of mouth when we have needed to replace a direct support professional. I do hire them to start through the personal preference program for two reasons. First, the personal preference program is a fast hiring process. It takes about a week. Meanwhile, the process to hiring through Easter Seals, so the public partnerships, through the DDD budget, it takes a lot longer because of the requirements, which are very good. Fingerprinting, College of Direct Support training, first aid training. So all that takes a while. And I have lost a couple of good staff because they were tired of sitting and waiting to start working. So I decided, through the PPP, that then they start working. And the second reason is because they start at a lower rate, through PPP. Meanwhile, you assess if this is really a staff that you are looking for to be part of your son or your daughter's team. If it's a good match, if it's a good person that is going to be working according to the plan of care. Now, once everything is going well, then we continue with the hiring process through Easter Seals or public partnerships. So they can work under both budgets. And that's what I do. Unless someone is using the PPP budget because it's a new staff, they all Erica's staff, because they have been here for so long, at this time, they all work both budgets. When I do the interview, things that I look for or that I bring when I'm interviewing someone, I just the things that I talk to them, or actually when I hire them, they're already hired. I interview. I know this is a good prospect staff member for Erica team. So let's say they're hired, but when I sit to talk to them, I talk to them about these things that are important to me. First, what I expect respect for Erica, respect for my family, respect for my home. I talk about safety of Erica. That comes first, her safety, and including anything that has to do with the medical conditions that she has. I forgot to talk at the beginning as part of Erica. Erica has few medical conditions between epilepsy, Hashimoto disease, which is the thyroid, hypothyroidism. She has osteoporosis, and she has GERD, which is the gastrointestinal reflux. So Erica, her day has to go according to a feeding schedule to help with the GERD, and with medications that had to be separate according to the epilepsy medication. So it's a set schedule, a set routine working with Erica. So I talk about this since the very beginning. This is a very important part. See if they feel that they can commit to this. I always add, I have the expectation about my home. My home is normally an organized, clean home. I want to come back. If I go out and come back, if they're helping me, I put the expectation to please keep the way you find my home. Because if I had to come home and pick up or clean after them, there's no purpose for their help. I asked them to follow my system at home. Let's say whoever is doing the laundry, I asked to fold the laundry in my way. Even someone folds different way, it's correct, but it's not my way. If they are putting things in the kitchen, it's put in my way. Because if I have 7 people working in my home, and doing things in their own way, my home becomes a chaos and become like, have you seen this? Have you seen that? So I always bring this up. Help us to be functional. We all need to work as a team. We all need to be functional. Follow my system, please. I talked to them about teamwork. I bring very clear that this is not a competitive job. This is all about Erica and the well-being of Erica. So nobody here is pointed about you did this, you did that. Nobody, and I don't accept that. Nobody here is better than the other one. Here is work in collaboration with one another about the best way and the best functional way to work as a team. When I had to bring something up, I just do it, to each of the staff. And I make myself a list because there are 7 people and sometimes I don't remember who I brought this up. So I make a check. Okay, I talked to Gina or I talked to Jackie, but I bring in and I let them know this is something that I am conveying to everybody in the team. So nobody here feels bad that, oh my God, I did something wrong. No, I don't do that. One thing that is important that I ask them is to please share their mistakes that they do with Erica. I personally have shared my mistakes that I have done. So we all learn from our mistakes so we don't repeat mistakes with Erica. And I promise them, I'm not going to go and yell at you. Why did you do this? No, I'm going to thank you because you are sharing this. And I don't want you to feel bad because I'm going to share this with the rest of the team. It's not about making you look bad. It is about avoiding this mistake happening again with Erica. Simple mistakes. It's nothing major. But so we don't repeat and we all learn. The main thing is to learn because sometimes we don't realize that doing this is going to be it's going to end up in a mistake. So we learn it. We learn it from one another, and it has worked out wonderful. They all share if something has not gone right. They come to me and say, Maria, I want to convey this to you, and I thank them. As I thank them, if anytime they forget to give one of the medications, especially the last medication of the evening, which is before Erica goes to bed, which is the epilepsy medication. If you, by any chance, you forget, please call me. It can be 1, 2 in the morning. I will say, thank you so much. I'm going to go and give it to her right now. So that's how I like to treat them with respect. And I like to treat them in a way that they feel comfortable coming back to me. Another important thing that I have, that I think is also important, is to talk about the meals, when you hire the person. In my home, there are 7 people. They are here from the moment Erica gets up to the moment Erica goes to bed. So there's different shifts. And if I had to feed 7 people, I had to provide meals to 7 people, then my grocery shopping will become expensive. But that's not the worst part. The worst part would be, I wonder if she likes this. I wonder if she can eat this. So I will have to start dealing with different diets, and that defeats the purpose of this. So they all bring their own meals. Nobody's actually fed at work unless you work at a restaurant. But I asked them to please sit at the table and have the meal with us as a family. We talk at the table. They are part of the family. We sit, we have wonderful conversations. They're more than welcome. I tell them, please use the stove, the microwave, the refrigerator, use our utensils, our dishes, feel comfortable in our home. And also related to meals, if Erica goes out in the community and they're going to go to a restaurant or to an activity of interest to Erica in the community that requires money, tickets or movies, I let them know Erica has her money in her pocketbook. Please pay separate. And I actually asked them the big favor to bring the receipt back, put the receipt back in her wallet. I keep receipts every month of all her expenses because Medicaid comes to a renewal every so often, and you don't know which month they're going to request a report. So I like to keep receipts in case of Medicaid renewal, or it has to do with Social Security, any report to Social Security. And they all like that idea. So that I think is important to avoid misunderstandings about money, about, oh, I thought Erica was going to pay for my meal. No, I bring it up since the very beginning, Am I missing anything, Chrissy, that you can think of?
No, so far so good, Maria. I was just thinking one thing, because I've sat and listened to you, and I've personally worked with you for my own son. One of the things I think is really important to mention when you talk about hiring DSPs is when you have with your team of DSPs that have been with Erica for a while. One of the most important points I ever got, which I have found very helpful with my son's team, is that you include them in the interview process. When you're bringing on another DSP, you have them as part of the decision to add that person to the team. And I think that's really important because they're also the ones that have to work with them and schedule with them. So maybe speak a little bit about that.
To have another staff as part of the interview process.
Yes.
When I bring, if they're available, yes. And what it is I have them also to share their experience working with Erica in the interview process, which I think is nice to hear from them that already had been on the job with Erica. It's not just from me that I'm at, in the other side. They are right there working with Erica hands-on. So it is very nice. Like one of them one time asked, but sometimes I had to drive students. She's a bus driver, school bus driver. Had to drive students on weekends, and she is to work Saturday afternoons, and sometimes, so I don't think I can work. So the other one told her, and other staff told her, don't worry, you tell Maria. Maria is very flexible, and maybe one of us can cover you. So don't worry, don't refuse taking the job because of that. I have one staff who didn't know if she could toilet Erica. So I offer her, to come and shadow for a couple of hours and try, shadow when someone else is working with Erica, and she can see how Erica's toilet, because she needs total care in the toilet, and see before you make a decision about if you can or cannot work with Erica, before we start all the paperwork process. And then she did that, and the other staff helped her, about how easy it is, how comfortable it is. And that person, the person who was not sure has been here, I think, for 4 years already. So that is very good, to have them to connect to with one another. Are we okay?
Yeah. I guess move on. We're good.
So maybe now I can talk about how I do train the staff, how I start training. Excuse me. One thing that I feel is very important is to invest time in training the staff. I will never bring, this is Erica, and she needs to go to the bathroom at this time, and blah, blah, blah. You need me, let me know. No, I just spend my time, and actually I stay home for a good month or 2 months, truly, because Erica has a lot of in and outs, that need to be learned. and I like to teach gradually. So I set the time aside. They come to work. We do hands-on with Erica, whatever is needed. At a downtime, I sit down and I read the individual service plan or the person-centered planning. Depends on how I feel that time to start, depends on the staff. So I read part of it according to different areas of Erica. I don't go all at once because it's overwhelming and the person is going to get, overwhelmed. This is too much. So we talk about that. Then I ask the person, could you tell me what we just talked about? So that will bring a chance for really know if the person really understood that need of Erica or those medications, and or if we talk about epilepsy and we what may happen, what may trigger all this. And that also bring an opportunity for questions from that person that the person didn't realize, So I just go little by little, topic by topic. At another time, we talk about something else. And then we go over questions, and the person gives me a feedback. Okay, so I feel comfortable that person understood that. Now, I stay there and I do this because I want to have a long-lasting relationship. So to me, the investment of a month or 2 months being there, working together with the staff, it is a great investment because I know they're going to be here for 5, 7, 10 years according to the personal lives, which is my goal to have. I know they're not going to be here forever because life goes on for everyone, but my goal is that they work here for a long time. That's the ideal. Once I feel comfortable, I start setting back, but in my own home. Okay. And I let them know I'm going to be in, let's say, my bedroom. If you need me, please look for me. Come if you need me. And once in a while, I go and I ask, is everything okay? Are you doing okay? The other part that is important is the administration of medication. I do ask them to, at the beginning, please set up your telephones with alarms for the medication time until you train yourself. This is medication time. And I keep a list of the medications in the refrigerator, the time, the name of the medication, and a comment, meaning this medication is for epilepsy, this medication is for gastrointestinal reflux, this medication is for the thyroid. And I explain what is happening in Erica. So they really understand her conditions. They really understand the importance of these medications. We developed a system that actually, a long time ago, staff member had told me, is when the medication is given, even if it goes back to the cabinet or put it upside down. So you take the medication out, the pill out, put the bottle upside down right away. The worst scenario, I tell them, is you faint here. And I said, oh, the bottles are out. Did Erica take the medication? Of course, I will take care of the staff person who fainted, but I also need to know if Erica took the medication for epilepsy because I can over-medicate. So they took the medication, the pill out, and they turn it upside down. Okay, so that's a system that everybody loves and everybody follows really well. So that's a very important part that I am there training them about medications. Activities of daily living, I also train them hands-on. So how Erica gets in the tub, in the shower, I pretend I'm Erica. I show them first. Then I pretend, let's pretend I'm Erica. You're going to get me in the shower. You're going to take me out of the shower. So we practice ourselves, hands-on with ourselves. So in that way, I know that Erica is not going to trip. Erica needs crab bars in the shower or in the tub. And so I do hands-on toileting. I demonstrate. That's my way. I demonstrate how I brush teeth to Erica, but it's the main goal is for to be able, to go really well back in her teeth, in her mouth. That's the main goal, and not to leave anything on the gums. I demonstrate how I do it, and I let them have developed their own system of doing it. I will never stand here. I told them I never stand there to watch you brushing Erica's teeth, because I will feel very uncomfortable myself if someone is watching me and I'm learning it. I let you develop your system. Please just make sure that you are honest with Erica and really do a great job. Erica, in his 36 years, has never had a cavity. She goes 3 times a year to a doctor. She cannot even have a cleaning because she is very sensitive. But these ladies they do a great job. And I always thank them after dentist visit. Thank you for taking good care of her dental health. At the table, I demonstrate how Erica should sit at the table, what utensils, how she should eat, the perfect position. And, so I am there, helping them to learn without making them stressful, giving them the time. That's my,
sure. Sorry to interrupt you. I just thought about in a fashion of time, but we are running out of time, unfortunately. However, I wanted to bring up one of the important things I've heard you mention in regards to training staff is that you would have staff repeat back to you what they're learning. So, they either got it or they didn't. I think that was something that I also gleaned important that I took for granted, because you can show them, but sometimes,
yes.
That is it.
Yeah. Yes. And as I am showing them, I explain them the reason why I am doing this particular thing that way with Erica. And yes, then I will tell them, could you show me, could you demonstrate, and could you tell me what we talk about? So that's what I said. And that can bring the opportunity for questions,
right.
Staff. Yeah. I I put expectations on the staff very in a very relaxed way, but what do I expect? I don't mind if the staff use their phones, as long as it's not like all the time, because we all have families, we all have doctor's appointments, so I am flexible in a way, and they all really, really are very honest in every single way, but they feel that they have that flexibility and they don't take advantage of that. One thing that I do with the staff that I think is great, this is prior to pandemic. Now with pandemic has been more difficult. I have staff meetings. I like to have it at least twice a year. I invite everybody, whenever it's convenient for all of them to come here in an evening. We have pizza together or, whatever. And we sit there and we go over Erica's plan. We brainstorm. We share. We see what is working and what is not working. Maybe this could be better, Maria. I'm very open to their ideas and to suggestions. So those meetings have worked out so well. Unfortunately, with pandemic, we had ones before they came back in the pandemic and we had it in the garage, but now with the pandemic has been difficult. And the other thing that I like to do, is once a year, Erica invite us all, her circle of support, out to a dinner. And I like it because it's the chance for the staff to sit down and talk about their personal lives between them. How are you doing in college? How are you, your children or your family, where you went on vacation, and they come home and it's a change of shift. So in their normal everyday lives with Erica, is Erica just got hydrated? When did she go to the bathroom last? How she's looking, feeling today? There's no chance to talk about how you're doing in school, how's your work. So this is a chance for all of them to sit in a very different way. And they all love to come and look so nice. And it's so nice to see them looking pretty, going out to eat. Erica loves to be with all of them. And I also invite staff that is no longer here, whoever is available. So it's a chance to see them again. And it's a chance for them to see who's working with Erica, and sometimes to share. Like if they went to school to become a special ed teacher, she can share with a student that is a special ed student how she's doing in her job. So it's really nice to see that. And they love it. They love it. And I really love it. I haven't done it since 2019. 2020 was, no, 2019, because we start pandemic, early. No, 2020, actually, February 2020 is when I did it. Do we still have time? I have something that...
Unfortunately, Maria, no, we will definitely have to close up. But I did want to let everybody know that's listening to this session. We will be attaching a PDF tip sheet. Maria has a wealth of information. On that tip sheet will be some of the points she talked about today, some of the points she wasn't able to cover in 45 minutes, unfortunately, but you would be able to reach out to her and ask for even more questions or even guidance. I personally have used her, talked to her. She's coached me through some really great, I guess, to put my son's team together. She's fabulous. So I highly recommend that you do reach out to her if you feel you wish to do so. But I'm sorry, Maria, would you like to say one more thing?
I just one more thing that I think is important. Before I did one of the sessions with you and other parents, I asked the staff, why do you work here? What keeps you working here? So that's going to be part of what you're going to have available, Chrissy. I asked them, and it was nice to develop from their point of view, what is the common denominator to be able to have the staff working here in such a great spirit and for such a long period of time. And that was also interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to do that. Did I have the time to share our motto, what we do in our home? I'm going to do it really quick. So this is in Erica's room. And I saw this at a children's furniture store. And I thought, oh, this is our motto at home. And I keep it in her room. And I share this when the staff comes, start working. It says, in our home, we are a team. We respect each other. We make mistakes and forgive. We pray, we hug and kiss, we have fun and laugh loud, we love big. I think this is a beautiful, this is so true about having a great team working, with your daughter. The main thing is that we had to accept mistakes. We're not perfect, but we forgive and we love, we laugh. It is really nice. It is really nice. Thank you, Christy.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you all for attending this.
Please, since I won't be able to be part of the conference, please feel free to contact me via email or via telephone. Christine is going to provide that information.
Okay? Absolutely.
Thank you.
Again, Maria.
Bye-bye.
Bye.